In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away.
That was Reverend Mariann Budde, the Episcopalian Bishop of Washington, D.C. These remarks that she made a lot of news, and I'm very glad that she said these things, and I'm very glad that it got the kind of coverage that it did. It shows that there is a real goodness to the Christian message, that there are active, strong Christians out there doing and saying the kinds of things that the New Testament teaches us to do and say. As far as an exhortation goes that a Christian leader or any Christian might give, that's the basic, pure kind of message that a Christian can and should give. She is not putting anyone down. She is not chastising anyone. She is simply affirming the teachings of the New Testament and exhorting the listeners in that room, especially the president, to heed and obey that message. Now, unfortunately, this kind of thing is considered controversial in some circles. This bishop has already received some backlash for this. This goes all the way back to the time of Jesus, to the New Testament, where when good things are being done, when God's message is going out, when the works of God is being done, people who are not politically aligned with that message, who find themselves in a place where they can't allow themselves to receive it or be seen as receiving it for political reasons, they will lash out at the person giving that message. And as we saw in the case of Jesus' time, some went as far as to blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. Now, it is the Holy Spirit that brings the teachings of Jesus to remembrance. So when we hear things like this, like what this reverend is saying, we need to be mindful that this is the message of the New Testament, that it is the Holy Spirit who brings these things to our attention, to our remembrance. And it's important to be careful not to let politics influence us towards a negative reaction to these kinds of exhortations. To ignore, let alone speak against, these kinds of teachings is a very dangerous thing. It leads to disbelief, and it can lead others astray. While at the same time hearing these kinds of sayings with an open heart and then acting upon them, doing them, is the way to life. Like Jesus says in the book of Revelation, "He who has ears, let him hear." And I'm going to end by reading a few lines from Revelation chapter 22. Jesus says, "He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be." Well, thank God for Jesus. Thank God for his message. And I'm very thankful that Jesus, he backs up his words. Like he says there, "I am coming, and I have rewards for those who obey what I have to say." It's not always convenient. In fact, it's very inconvenient, often, unfortunately, to do the right thing. But in a country like this, there are a lot of people who have faith, who believe, who know the words of Jesus, and I'm just thankful that messages like this can go out, because I think they will resonate, and it will show believers that they can indeed talk about the words and commandments of Jesus and act upon them. And it shows secular people or people of other religions the goodness and rightness of the New Testament and the teachings and message of Jesus. Again, like the book of Revelation says, the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Jesus' testimony, his words, the actions that he did and that he exhorts others to, that is the spirit of the message. It is going out into all the world, and it has life in it. It has life like no other belief system has. And so I'm just very glad to see this message going out. Well, thanks so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments below. I will respond, and I really look forward to talking to you again later. Bye for now.